How's it going, guys?
How's everybody been? Any new developments among you boys?
Oh, man. I have something. First of all, though, let me say something. I felt bad right now at an intersection when I was coming over here. This has happened to me for a couple of years now, for a while. Maybe I've been noticing it recently.
Yeah.
For a while now. When you're at a four-way intersection, right? Let's say you're in front and you're going straight, and the person all the way across from you is basically looking at you, and they're going to take a right. Right? They're not going to take a left. They're not going to go in front of you at all. So basically, both of you could go at the same time, and there would be no issues.
Yeah.
We both get there, and I see they have their signal. I see their wheels are turning to the right. So I'm like, all right, I'm good to go. They're good to go. Let's just both go. Let's not even wait for the pecking order.
They fucking yank that thing back.
No, I go, and then they stay there, and then I feel bad because I'm like, do they think I'm skipping them, or are they, like, scared?
Nah.
Should I be waiting for their turn?
No.
Fuck them, right?
No, yeah, fuck them. I think
It's always a lady, too. I'm sorry, ladies.
Some people are just more, defensively minded when it comes to driving, which is probably smart.
Super cautious.
Yeah, that's how you get into way less accidents. Like, I've heard from people, I've never taken it, but I've heard from people that have taken defensive driving that the way we're all driving is not the right way.
No.
Like, if we were all doing the defensive driving the way it's like you're supposed to, there'd be no accidents.
Oh, yeah, dude. The other
But
day,
no one does that. Yeah, it's impossible. No one does
That's
that.
fucking impossible.
Everybody's in a rush and
2 car lengths, all that bullshit.
yeah.
I stopped recently at a stop sign at a red light, and I stopped pretty far back. Right, like I noticed that I stopped pretty far back, but I just stayed there. And then more traffic kept piling up behind me. And I'm like, should I move up? And I looked at the car in front of me, and I could see its tires. And I was like, I feel like I remember when we were like in driving school, they said you're supposed to see the person in front of you's tires.
Yeah.
And I was like, none of us are even close. I'm the only one, and I feel like an outcast.
I think it's because if somebody hits you from behind, you still have enough space to where you don't hit who's in front of you.
Yeah.
For sure.
So-
Or if you got to switch, if an emergency happens or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a car length between cars. God,
Fuck all
no. In
that,
Houston,
bro.
bro, we get up on each other, man.
Yeah, dude, we're touching each other's asses.
Bro,
Yeah.
we are up on each other.
We're damn near
man.
trailering each other.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's impressive how more accidents don't happen. People are really riding each other's ass sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's pretty bad. I mean, your cousin, he like works near or around the emergency rooms and shit. He's always saying most of the people that go in there, car accidents, bro.
Classic
A lot of the people go in there is car accidents, and most of the time it's not their fault. They just get hit or shit happens.
Some of those pictures are the worst images I've ever seen in my life.
car accidents?
Insanity.
Oh,
car
the
accidents.
images that your cousin.
Oh my god, dude! He sent like a spike through someone's leg one time or something.
Doesn't even look real, man.
Like that's not for me, dude.
I could not do that.
That's not for me.
I could not do that and then go home and just live my life.
Yeah.
Or watch TV.
I suspect you become numb to it once you've seen it like day in, day out, 8+ hours a day.
That's insane.
100%.
Bro.
Yeah.
You're just like, whatever. It's the same thing as like watching a violent movie or something like that for them. But obviously,
I don't ever want to reach that level.
yeah,
At
we're
least he
from the
doesn't-
outside, so
He doesn't have to dive too deep into it because he's a radiologist, so he just does the X-rays. I would imagine,
But their bodies be all fucked up when they get to them.
No, I couldn't even see that. But the worst part is probably the nurses and the surgeons.
Oh,
who are-
yeah.
oh yeah,
Like the nurses too, the surgeons who are in the operating room.
and they have
Yeah.
to like imagine like somebody's like their blood is spurting out, and a nurse
Oh.
has to like put like to stop their bleeding. They have to like get a bunch of rags and then getting blood all over them. Like that's just gross, man.
That's why they do it in the back room where you can't see them because they're in there fucking using hammers and chainsaws.
They got to staple you back together.
Truly, if you see their what they use, it'll be like a hammer, like to break open ribs to do this thing, and it's crazy. That's wild, man. Yeah, car
Bro.
accidents.
No,
I don't
yeah.
want to get numb to that shit, bro.
Bro,
I still get scared at scary movies. Spooky movies still creep me out.
I mean, we tried to make Gio watch Hereditary when we were in Colorado.
He fought us tooth and nail.
I watched it through my hand.
Yeah, he flailed about for so long that we just didn't do it.
He
I was not
he
happy.
said, "I'm not going to participate in any group activities if you guys decide to watch this."
Oh, you know
that's
what?
basically what he threatened.
No, we were still gonna force him to do it, but we couldn't pull the movie up. I
Yeah,
think,
the-
right?
the
Wasn't
first
that
night.
what-
Yeah, that
what
was the
it
first night.
No, the first night I pulled the movie up, and then he was like, "Hey, I don't want to do this tonight."
I was like,
And
bro, it's too
"Come
dark."
on."
You know what? Forget it.
Because I was still scared of that house.
Yeah.
I didn't figure out the house yet. So
Honestly,
that shit had me spooked out.
I agree. I think the house is creepy till the very end.
I felt so comfy in there.
The
Nah,
next
bro,
Saturday
I
I
was
was
not
fine,
comfortable.
but Friday when we got there, pitch black, I was like, yo.
Just because there's so many windows, a lot of which you can climb through.
Yeah.
There's no
Easily.
curtains.
You
and-
couldn't really see out the windows either for
Yeah,
some weird.
dude.
I don't know what kind of windows they had, but they would reflect a lot from the inside.
Yeah, like some of them, like not like the big ones, but the smaller ones for
Yeah.
sure. And I was
Yeah.
just like, man, what the fuck? Like
The ones
anybody
like
could-
downstairs in that whole kitchen area, like
Yeah.
that, all
Yeah.
of those, unless the lights were off, you couldn't really see outside.
Yeah.
Because
I think I was still using my big city brain. I was like, somebody can rob us easily. Somebody can come in here, take all our booty holes, and go home.
Take all our.
No, I hear you because it truly is like a fucking. It's Jason's paradise, dude. It's fucking Friday the 13th's paradise, dude. Like, no one is around. They can't, like, the signal is kind of ass, too. If cut the Wi-Fi out.
Oh my god!
Sneak up on an unsuspecting group of boys at an Airbnb.
Could you guys lunch? Could you guys ever imagine, like, have you ever met people to where, like, locking your door is not a big deal? Like, they don't do that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Which is crazy to me because, like, growing up, ever since I was, like, legitimately, like, a toddler, my dad was always like, both my parents, you have to lock the door. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you're leaving the house, everything has to be locked. Alarm has to be set. Like, we're locking our shit down. But there's places and there's people who live in these places and they just don't. They leave the door unlocked.
Yeah, bro.
Insane, dude.
I can't believe that.
Dude, my girlfriend's family in Wisconsin, they don't lock their door. Like,
crazy.
Legit. And I was like, do y'all have, like, a security alarm? She's like, no.
No one does shit.
No one does shit. If they
In
do shit, we
Bronzeville-
know who it is.
My family in Bronzeville do the same thing. They just leave the door
Insane.
unlocked. It depends on the neighborhood, but they just leave the door unlocked.
We're inviting people to hit licks on all these people we just named.
You can't even find them motherfuckers.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to find them. Yeah, and it's not even like my family who lives in better neighborhoods. It's my family that lives in worse neighborhoods that doesn't lock their door because everyone just, I guess, knows everyone. So there's just no crime that happens.
Yeah.
There. It's a lot of older
if
folks.
crime happens, we know who it was.
Oh, yeah.
We've known them since they were 5 years old.
Yeah,
They were killing ants and shit for no reason.
killing it.
We knew they were going to do
I just
something.
can't
I'm gonna rob
conceive of
my
that here,
neighbors
like
one day.
where we live, at least in Houston, because it's like you see all these videos of, bro. I saw one of a guy go into a house and there was just a pregnant lady there, and then he started like running around the house ransacking and shit, and she was freaking out and screaming, and then he grabbed her by her hair and he threw her on the floor.
Whoa.
And he was like, "Bitch, where the money?" And then he fucking just like started taking a bunch of shit, and then
Bitch
he
with
just,
the cash register.
and she was on the floor crying and screaming, and then he just ran out the front door.
See, I mean,
That's crazy.
Someone breaking into your house must be insane.
Yeah.
Someone breaking your house when you're not there is crazy. Someone breaking your house while you're there
Yeah,
and
especially-
roughing
Would
you up.
y'all rather be there or have it happen when you're not there?
Oh, not there. I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Maybe
Low-key,
you can fight back.
I'd rather be there because I want to
fight
kill
back.
him.
I'm gonna shoot their ass.
I want to
Yeah.
shoot him, bro.
Motherfucker, I've been waiting on this day.
Waiting on it.
Also, what's the likelihood that a robber has a gun on him that works?
Bro, never.
I don't think
robber,
they do, yeah.
Any robber with like whoever has like an actual gun, they're never gonna like break into a house like that unless it's like legitimate, like a very organized
Yeah, it's
rob.
gotta be planned.
Like B&E ring. Like they go into houses and they do this around. Unless it's very organized. Otherwise, it's usually just like a bunch of hoods, like
Yeah.
random kids, or just like little crews
I
coming
think
in,
most cases
and they don't
do
have
it.
shit.
Yeah,
They
it's
usually
breaking
scope
in.
the house so they know that you're not there, so
Yeah.
they don't have to deal with you.
Yeah, I mean, to break in just like
With the
unannounced,
family in the house, you're
Yeah.
nuts.
without doing any reconnaissance.
Yeah.
And you're just in there, just like, hope they're not home.
I hope
It looks
they're
pretty
home.
dark in
And I
there.
hope- especially here in Texas, where it's like people have guns, so you have a
Yeah.
very good chance of getting shot. I've heard of stories though, like my friend, his dad, they live in A-Leaf, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in their neighborhood, someone broke into this family's house and tied them up.
Oh hell no!
They didn't do anything
yeah.
to them, but they tied them up and they like took all their shit.
What
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck?
tough, bro.
That's
That'll fuck you up,
horrifying.
dude.
I
That'll
can't believe that.
That's tough.
talk about being scared of the outside at night. You know, talking about the Colorado thing. That's scary. That'll
Yeah.
make you fucking scared of.
That's scary as shit.
Shut the blinds constantly. You'll
Yeah,
never have
man.
anything open. Yeah, you'll Gran Torino, dude. You're gonna turn into Gran Torino.
for real, man.
The fuck are they doing out there?
Was he a war vet in the movie?
Something's wrong
Yeah, he
with
was.
my
He was a
neighborhood.
Vietnam War vet. That's why he didn't like the fucking the Asian
Ah.
He didn't like anybody that wasn't white and American.
dudes. Are you fucking with? I wanted to say something racist, but I won't. I can't remember what his name is, but it is something. It is something Asian sounding. He's
Yeah.
like a foreign Asian dude. You remember because he builds the bond with that.
Yeah.
with that dude. That's a good movie, man.
That is a good
That's
movie.
a great ending too.
Bro, Clint Eastwood, man, he got to wrap it up.
I saw a clip the other day of the movie though, because in the movie he's like a Vietnam War veteran. He's got a Gran Torino. He's got like a car that he really
Sweet
likes.
car, I will say.
A
Oh
real
my
sweet car. He
God,
pays a lot of
bro.
attention to that car and his dog. He's got a nice dog in it.
Yeah.
And he befriends this one of these little hoodlum kids. All of his family and the people around him are like little hoodlum kids.
That's all his movies now.
Yeah.
He befriends some kind of immigrant.
And he
kills
teaches them the
other
way.
ones. Yeah.
He befriends some guy.
He befriends an immigrant and then he kills all
That's
their
exactly.
friends.
He befriends an immigrant who's getting beat up by other immigrants for not being like cool and gangster enough. They're like, why don't you want to fucking hang with us? And he's like, no, why did you Hispanic? They're Asian dudes. And then he's like, I'm just not like that, man. And he befriends him, and they beat him up.
Yeah.
And he pulls up to the little trap house where they all hang out at. And he fucking pulls the biggest one out, and he smacks him in the face with the gun, and he gets him on the floor. He's like, stop fucking with blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, look at how old he is, though. This guy could clearly fuck him up. And then at the end, yeah, he gets popped.
He does?
Can I spoil?
Clint Eastwood gets popped and the kid gets the car, right?
Yeah, he gets sprayed up. He goes. He essentially sacrifices himself.
It's drive-by, right?
No. So like they do a drive-by on the kid's house, and they beat the shit out of him, and they shoot his, I think, sister on accident.
Damn.
Or mom, but she doesn't die.
Okay.
And then he pulls back up to the house, and he's like, I fucking told him, stop messing with him. And so he pulls up for one last hurrah, and he goes into his shirt pocket like he's going to pull out a gun. Because earlier in the movie, he does that, and he does his finger, and does like a finger gun bang to them, like while they're trying to intimidate him. And he does it again, and he acts like he's going to pull out a gun, but he doesn't have a gun. And they're like all watching him in front of their house. And as soon as he does that, they all spray him up from all the windows. And they just shoot him up with Uzis.
Damn.
And then he falls on the
Red Dead
floor.
Redemption.
Real Red Dead, yeah. And then he gives the kid the car, and the kid is living like a good life after. They all go to jail.
Sweet deal for the kid.
Essentially, he sacrifices
Sweet deal
himself.
for the kid.
Got a car from it.
Hey. And all of his bullies got dealt with. They got sent to jail because they popped an old man.
Oh, he's chilling then.
Yeah.
No more bullies.
Yeah, and he didn't have a gun, so they didn't have any cause
he
to
has
do
a
it.
nice Gran Torino to ride around in.
That's hilarious.
Thanks, old man. You think like in 10 years after that, he thinks about him? When he's riding around in that sweet car?
Hikey, the guy changed his life, so I mean, I would.
Yeah.
I would be hella happy. Like, I would be like, man, shout out to him. Shout out to that old motherfucker.
And he looks old than a bitch.
He
too.
looked old then. He looks horrible.
Bro, if you see pictures of like, if you see pictures of him or people like Jimmy Carter who just turned 100, bro,
They're old.
Yo,
like
Jimmy
when I
Carter's
say
working.
they look
bro.
like scary. Like they're so old, it looks scary. Like they're just like.
He was recently in a movie called The Mule. Like it released like 2023.
Clint
he
Eastwood?
directed
Clint
it
Eastwood.
and wrote it and all that bullshit.
And I saw a clip of it. He's still doing a pretty okay job.
He's a good actor, but
He's
he's
not
just
doing bad.
old as dirt.
Old as dirt.
He's literally a ghost.
He's the type, like you said, yeah, he's the type of old that you look at it and you feel like, oh, like, this hurts me. Like, this guy is so old to be, like, walking around. Like, imagine his
To
joints.
be doing anything.
Imagine like the lifetime of fucking experiences and shit. I mean, how old are we? We're all like 27, 20. The guy's 3 times as old. He's lived 3 of our lifetimes.
Yeah.
All 3 of
I
us have
can't-
not lived as long as he have
No.
together.
Yeah, which is I can't
And
even conceive of that.
He's been famous since he was maybe like 30.
Yeah.
30 or 20.
He's damn near 4 times. That's insane.
I can't
Yeah,
believe.
bro,
So he
that
was like
motherfucker's old
He
as
was like
hell.
if he was 30 in the 60s. Imagine you're like already low key kind of like you're an adult in the 60s.
Yeah.
He
I
was in
can't
his
imagine
30s
that.
in the 60s?
Now, I'm about to
Yeah,
say, let
bro.
me see.
I'm pretty sure
That
he
means
was
he's
in
in
I'm
his
pretty
late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
he's about to be
in his
100.
90s.
He's about to be 100. So like,
I hope he doesn't die
He had to
before
be in
this
his.
podcast.
He had to be in his 30s in the 60s. I'm pretty sure.
He was born 1930.
Yup.
Whoa, dude.
So in 1960, he was 30 years
He's
old.
96,
So,
And he's been
95
famous
right
since
now.
the mid 60s.
so
Oh
in his,
my God.
And he was in the 50s. He was in his 20s.
Man, shout out to him.
Wow.
What the
dude.
fuck was what? What was that life like, bro?
That's
That's literally all I imagine.
Yeah, he was out there swinging and jiving.
No, he
With all
was,
the
he was a
turkeys.
baby at that time. In the 30s.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He was a baby.
What are they doing in the 50s? What are they up to in
The
the 50s?
50s.
Fucking fighting.
They just got done with the war.
Yeah, they got done with the war. What's the Red Fever? I forgot what that shit's called.
the
Oh, the
communism
Red-
scare.
Red Scare, yeah.
They were
Yeah, the
doing
Red
that.
Scare.
They were.
He was fighting that
Ruskies.
shit.
What was going on? Oh yeah, you know what? I feel like I do know what was going on in the 50s because I just read a book about it. A Stephen King book. Those of you who like Stephen King should check it out. It's called 11/22/63. And
The James Franco one? They did
yeah,
the thing on it?
he was in the show that they made out of the book, but it's a really good book. So just to boil it down for everybody,
Is it spooky?
this guy is Loki. It has a few very intense moments, but I wouldn't call it spooky. I'd
okay.
say it's more like thriller.
Ooh.
Very much a thriller.
Very cool.
But this guy, he's an English teacher, and he goes to eat at this diner every day after lunch that's like next to the school.
Uh-huh.
And he befriends like the guy behind the counter, as you do naturally when you frequent a place like that. And they get real cool. And then he starts to like notice like over like a few weeks, like when summer vacation is starting, he starts to notice the guy getting like really like sick, like sickly and skinny, and he starts to look different.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, are you okay?" And the guy's like, "I want to show you something.
It's my cock.
I'm gonna show you my cock.
It's my
I'll
cock.
show you
Come
my
to the
cock.
back, son. I want to show
I'll
you.
show you my old cock."
Does this look like a tumor to you? He's showing you his nutsack.
So,
Does this look like it's a problem? Should I? What do you think?
so he basically he pulls up and he's like,
He's spreading his ass.
he's spreading his booty cheeks for homeboy to lick.
Oh, listen, I can't look at it in the mirror. Can you please take a look for me? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You said, "Damn, I didn't know Stephen King wrote like that."
Oh, I know he does. I read it.
So he lets the dude into the back room, and he basically tells him that, listen, this is a fucking portal, and it takes you to 1958. They're in 2011 currently.
Okay.
The
And he said-
building is.
This particular room in the building. He says, if you walk through this, it's like some kind of like bubble in time or warp in time.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're back in 1958. And you can stay there for as many years as you want. And then if you come back through the same bubble on the other side, it's only been 2 minutes that's actually
Ooh,
passed.
That's kind of flawed.
It's
So-
like a fixed amount, or it's what? If he's in there for an hour, it's 2 minutes.
He could stay in there for 5 years and then come back, and it'll only have been 2 minutes.
That's
in
fire.
2011.
Sweet deal.
But he ages the amount of time that he was there.
Okay, that's
So he doesn't stop aging.
So he
So-
comes back older. Okay.
So if he stays there for like whatever 20 years, if he's like, I want to live my life there,
He won't
and then
come
comes
back as a 20-year-old again. Like it's over.
No, he's 20 years older already.
You
So-
can't explain that. You gotta do that delicately.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so the premise is like the guy keeps telling him, I want you to go and prevent John F. Kennedy from being killed because I feel like he would have prevented Vietnam and he would have like done all this good stuff. So
The guy behind the counter said that.
yes, and then
Who the fuck do you think you are?
That's the English teacher says. The English teacher,
I know what's best for
Yeah.
all the entire history of this country.
The English teacher says like, how can you be so sure? Like, how do you know he would have been good? And then the guy keeps telling him, he's like, I'm sure like things would be
Like, nah,
different.
man.
Like things would be different. So then he sends him back, and the guy basically performs like an experiment to see if it works, like if he
Yeah.
can actually change it. So he had like this student who wrote like a paper for him because he teaches like also like adult English like in like community college.
Yeah.
So one of these adults is like a slow guy. He wrote a report for him, like a essay, talking about how when he was little he watched his dad murder his mom, and he had like a traumatic upbringing.
Whoa.
So the English teacher's like, all right, to see like test if this portal works and I can actually change the future, I'm gonna go back and prevent this guy. I'm gonna prevent this guy's family from being killed. So he does that, and he goes back to like the 1950s, and he's basically talking about like what life is like back then. And he's basically saying that like it's very much like a like, you know, like Americana is.
Yeah.
It's like an Americana type everywhere. Like everything's Americana.
What
Whereas
is
like
Americana?
like,
Is that
that's
like
the beginning
Don't
of
Worry,
this-
Darling?
It's just a vibe.
beginning of the suburbs, like it's hard to describe. It's just it's a vibe.
Peak white flight time.
It's a peak white
Don't Worry,
flight.
Darling shit. That's Don't Worry, Darling.
Yeah,
shit, right?
Don't
Like,
Worry, Darling. Yeah, the 50s.
Yeah, yeah.
Riding
That's-
around in the.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best way to describe it.
Okay.
And he goes back and it's just like that, and he's talking about how, like all the food tastes better back then because obviously like no fucking factory farming and shit.
Yeah.
And he's talking about like how like there's a lot of racism, obviously. And I mean, there's more that happens in the book, but I recommend you guys read it.
Okay.
Pretty interesting. Yeah, I remember seeing really good reviews for it. It was a miniseries. It's just one season.
Dave Franco or James?
James.
I never
Okay.
saw the show, but the
James
book
Franco.
is-
James Franco.
Okay. I might give it a shot.
That pervert.
I was saying, when you said teacher, I was like, that sounds like Dave Franco right there. Dave Franco signed up for that project quickly.
So what
I'm
was
gonna
James?
go back to all my hot
What
students.
was James Franco doing? He was banging his students, right?
Yeah.
He was like using. Well, I mean, look. At the end of the day, the guy is a handsome dude. He's pretty cool.
But you're a teacher, you
Yeah.
shouldn't fuck your students.
He's probably pulling as it is, but he was trying to fuck his students.
Yeah.
And
Not dry, he was doing it.
yeah, he was.
Aggressively doing it.
I bet you Matthew McConaughey's out there slinging some around too.
He probably could be. I heard he doesn't shower.
What?
I believe that.
Why does
he
some of
doesn't
these
look
white
like he showers?
These ultra rich white celebrities, some Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, they don't shower either.
Because
They
somebody
don't?
tells
No,
them you're
they-
losing your
they-
natural nutrients.
Amen.
Yeah,
and
they're
they
like,
believe it.
You don't need to shower. It's strictly cosmetic. if
Hey,
you do
Ashton
that.
Kutcher and Mila Kunis, freaky man. They've been friends with all the freaks, including
yeah.
Diddy.
Oh yeah, they're up to no good.
Diddy, what's his name? The homeboy Hyde, who was apparently like this guy was doing horrible shit. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
I think on set too, so they must have known. Wilber Valderrama.
That's a hard name. Yeah.
Wilber Valderrama.
I don't even think it's Wilbur. I think it's Wilmer.
Yes,
Wilmer.
Yeah.
Wilmer Valderrama.
Wilmer
okay.
Valderrama.
Your mama.
I said good day.
Fucking Fez.
Yeah.
What
You son of a
nationality?
bitch.
What nationality is he supposed to be?
That's the bit they never say. He's from like an island, is all
Yeah.
they say.
Interesting.
And then they show a bit of him doing something that's with like coconuts. So I don't know where the hell he's from, but they do a bit with him. I think at the end of the show.
Yeah, I think he says it.
He was dating Demi Lovato when she was like 17 or 18 or something like that. He was like 30.
Freaky ass boy.
Wilmer.
Freaky ass
Yeah,
show.
dude, yeah, 69 God.
Man.
Donna was in Orange is the New Blood.
That whole
True.
staff was they were all probably fucking each other. The cast.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, dude, they publicly said that Mila Kunis' first kiss was Ashton Kutcher. And
yeah, on screen.
And it was the first season. And then they also have a story about how, like, oh, isn't it funny how, like, I lied and said I was 18, and that's why they gave me the role
Yeah.
for Jackie. But she was actually, like, 14 or 15.
Yeah.
So he essentially kissed her when she was 14 or 15.
What the
And they're like, oh, it's funny because, like, I didn't know, you know?
That shit is crazy.
How do you not know she's 14 years old?
Bitch, you gotta
look at her.
You gotta look at her ID. Well, yeah, look at her. She looks like a baby.
She looks older. They do all look younger in the first season.
She looks the
but She
youngest.
looks like a true baby,
a
dude.
child.
Yeah.
Like just got braces off.
They're crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And that's like a public story that they were saying for a while until all this Me Too stuff started happening. They chilled
Yeah,
out.
then they
like,
stopped
hey, we
saying
should
it.
stop
Don't
saying
tell that story ever again. We're just kidding.
I
That's
watched
not real.
I've been watching a lot of like video essays, and I watched this really funny one on and it was informative too. It was on Ellen, You know, remember how it came out? She was being so mean to everybody.
I heard her stand-up thing was all like.
Her stand-up was awful.
She's like, apparently you can't be mean to anybody anymore.
Yeah, she basically framed it. She framed
Dory.
She framed it as this. She framed it as like, the only reason people are getting mad at me being like bossy and like mean or having a bad day is because I'm a woman.
Oh,
that's the way she. That's the way she framed it.
That ain't
I'm just
no
like,
woman.
That's such a cop out thing. Like that's
not a woman.
That's an asshole thing, bro. That ain't no woman thing. You're just being a piece of shit. That transcends every gender, nationality.
Yeah.
Being a piece. Anybody can be a piece of shit.
You were just mean, bro. Just fine.
And it makes it 1,000 times worse because her whole gimmick is that she's super duper nice.
Exactly.
So it's like, all right, if you were like Simon Cowell and everyone started saying that, then who cares? You know,
we would expect it.
Yeah.
Or Gordon Ramsay came, if like we heard that he was an asshole behind the scenes, we'd be like, all right.
That's what you're watching him for.
Yeah.
But people are watching you because you're some nice person and like, oh, like some fucking stay-at-home moms. It's just like, I love Ellen. You know?
That was my mom.
Yeah.
That was literally my mom. And I was like, why are you watching this dumbass?
She loves Ellen?
She loves Ellen.
This dancing little lesbian walk around and ride bicycles and shit with Robert Downey Jr.
The scare Joe Jonas, dude. Something like that. They'll pop out of the fucking like armrest that they have on the thing.
She was just obnoxious, bro. Or, like, the guy brought up several instances where
wait, who was it? Who was the guy?
I think his channel's like Justin CC, some shit like that. I'll show you guys the video, but he brought up several instances where, like, you know, she would try to do like low key, like be on her Oprah shit, where she would like give people things, right?
Yeah.
But not as like extensive as Oprah. But apparently one time, like they had a girl on and they were like, I guess she had went viral recently for some kind of video. And they were like, we're going to pay for your college. She's like, Intel is going to help us pay for your college.
Yeah.
And then, like, literally right after she said it, and this was live, the producer went up to her ear and he whispered, he's like, yeah, we're not going to, Intel is not going to do that. And she was like, never mind. It turns out I might have been misinformed, but we'll give you a new computer. And then the chick was like, I have a computer.
I don't need another fucking
computer. That's what she exactly
We'll give you a lifetime of free vans.
That's what she said.
Damn,
like,
Daniel.
I have a computer.
That sucks, dude. And she's on air, so she can't really.
And I was like, bro,
get a lifetime supply of white vans.
Yeah. Oh my god,
bro!
Lifetime supply of blazers. I have so many.
Ellen should just pay for that shit.
Yeah,
like she's not a fucking millionaire. Like you just said you would do it, and the company who was like sponsoring her said that they wouldn't do it. Then you should fucking honor it.
She said, "Hell no, I'm not paying for that.
That's not on my bag. I don't know this bitch."
Because like the argument would be, oh, then everyone she comes across, she has to do nice things for. No, you don't, bitch. You got this bitch on your show. You're telling her you're going to do a thing. You certainly have the money to do it easily.
Yeah, bro, her being on the show is enough.
Yeah.
It's a big fucking spotlight on her. You don't have to pay for shit. And you don't have to say you're going to pay for shit.
Yeah.
Just let her go home.
But if she already said it,
you got to pay for it now.
You got to honor it, bro.
You don't think so, Gio?
Nah.
You're a bitch, man.
Michael Scott in The Office.
Scott
I'm going to pay for everybody's school.
But he didn't have the guap. He would have done it if he had the guap.
I'm going to just buy you a battery for your laptop.
He said, I thought this day would never come. I thought these young black students would never go to college. Because it was what, like, it's supposed to be like 3 years later or something like that? They were like freshmen. They
were babies when I think.
They were like little kids.
I think they were little kids or they were like freshmen in high school.
What a funny
that
fucking
shit is so
plot.
funny.
It's just hilarious.
He promised all these little kids he was going to send them to college, and they got old enough, and now the day has come that he's supposed to pay for their college.
They're like, we thought about you every day.
Yeah.
We did our homework just to make you proud. He's like, cool.
And I think what's going on in the show is like he's thinking he's about to get laid off, and they're going to replace him. If I'm not mistaken, in the show, he's like about to get fired for something.
Oh my god, that shit is so funny.
That's a good show, man.
I saw some shit that was saying that it might have been a cast member from The Office that they said that you couldn't make The Office now, and I'm like, yeah, I think you could.
Yeah, you could.
You
it depends on the bit.
You could. I just don't know if it would be as good or be as successful.
I mean, people say that all the time.
Successful then?
I think if you're not saying the N-word and you're not being ridiculously racist, I think you could be a little racist and it's fine.
I think people think that they're going to force you to have like political jokes in the show.
Yeah.
When, I mean, Abbott Elementary exists and they don't really make a lot of political jokes.
Yeah.
They're actually making fun of politics a lot on the show.
I fucking love Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
Conan had Quinta Brunson on recently on his podcast. It's so good. She's the best. I love her.
What a lovely lady.
She's so sweet. She's so nice.
The Vine chick?
Yeah, the Vine chick.
she was
Oh,
the
he
Vine
got
chick,
money. That girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's an absolute killer, dude. That chick is funny as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can make The Office now. But I think the time of it was just, it worked for the show. Having it in the mid-2000s helps out a lot.
I mean, there's certainly some that are a little crazy. There's a bunch. The fucking Jail Michael isn't that bad.
Oh, Prison Mike.
Prison Mike. The
That's
Fat Mike
funny
is
as
pretty
well.
bad. What's his name? I can't remember what his name is. something fumbly or something like
Oh
something.
my god. Oh yeah, when he's in the big suit.
I'll sit on you. That one. There's but there's the diversity day. I think everyone's talking about the diversity day.
Diversity Day, yeah. I think they knew
Yeah.
when they did that. They were like, all right, this is too much.
That's like as far as they pushed it. I think in the whole show.
That was the first season too.
It was like the third episode. Or
Yeah,
something.
they were like, nah, no more.
Yeah, it was right in the beginning. That's when he did the Si Senor and like a bunch of other stuff.
Bro, have you guys seen the Penguin yet?
No, I
Yeah,
haven't seen
Bro,
it.
that shit is super fucking entertaining.
It's
man.
pretty good, bro.
I heard it's
Watching
Sopranos though in Gotham.
it is pretty much Sopranos in Gotham. I love watching. You can tell Colin Farrell's having a fucking great time, bro.
blast,
Wearing the
bro.
fucking. But when you see him, like there's a scene with him shirtless at one point, and you see him in the fat suit. I'm like, bro, this guy is committed. Like that
Yeah.
shit looks heavy, and it's like all hairy, and like they make his face look all scarred up, and the accent, bro. His
Bro,
fucking.
I was thinking about him doing the
perfect.
walk the whole time.
The
I'm like,
fucking-
how long
like
do you have
waddles?
to do that fucking
He has to
walk,
fuck
bro?
because he walks like the limp,
the stump foot
the
and
stump
shit.
foot.
Fucking Colin Farrell, dude. Cool as
It's-
hell.
and the accent is strong.
Yeah, dude.
Something with the boys. With the boys.
With
Go
the-
to- go to
oh, the
work.
accent is strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, his accent. Go to work.
Go to work. What do you tell? You think I hold you here? You think you're captive? You're free.
You talking about the most recent
Yeah.
episode? Goyles, calm down. That's exactly how he talks, bro. It's fucking
Goyles,
hilarious.
Who's they don't got Batman in there at all, right?
Nah,
Do
it's
they
not
mention
Batman.
him?
They
at
haven't
all?
even mentioned it. bro.
No, he's mentioned like tangentially. They're kind of just like that fucking vigilante fucked everything up in this.
Yeah,
like
but-
that. They mentioned him offshoot like once, and that's it.
They're going on at the same time though, right? Like
No, it's after.
so like
It happens right
the Batman
after
movie.
the-
It happens right after.
It
that?
happens literally right after, maybe like less than a week after the events of the Batman.
Oh, because the
movie.
Oh
Falco thing, right? The,
Yeah.
What
In the-
Zoe Kravitz does.
In the last episode, they showed the flood. Dog, I was like, yo, that's insane.
Yeah, dude, the way they did that, like, I was like, man, they really put a lot of money into the effects and stuff here.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, when the kid was having those visions,
Dog.
that shit was nuts.
That
Like,
shit was scary.
It was really well
visions.
put together, man. I recommend checking it out. Like,
Because I think the movie undersold what happened. like,
Absolutely.
at the end and how bad it fucked up the city. Bro, the city is underwater.
Oh,
It's
so-
like Hurricane Katrina type shit.
It's not like it just happened. They're basically saying like everything's been flooded for the last few months.
Yeah, for like the last couple weeks.
Wow.
It picks
Clean
up
it
right
up,
after.
bro. Go get some buckets. Clean that
Nah,
shit
bro,
up.
that shit
Bro.
is horrible.
Get some super
the city,
soakers.
did you
The
see,
city is
I mean, you
horrible.
saw the movie. The city was already bad before
Yeah.
the flood. Can you imagine after? There's just crime everywhere. Like,
The trash in these streets.
there's trash in the streets. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Are you scared of the night? I am the night. I am darkness.
Oh, I love them, dude.
That was perfect, man. That's my Batman,
coolest.
bro.
That's my Batman.
For
bro.
real, man.
How did he do it? And you know what? He shits on Christian Bale so bad that I don't even think Christian Bale was that great of a Batman.
Bro, I
anymore.
was
I think
saying
the
that.
movies are good, but
He
and the
was
action
the worst
sequences
part
are
of the
good.
movie.
Yeah, and I don't think it's Christian Bale's fault. I think that's pretty much how Christopher Nolan told him to act. Like, this
Yeah.
is what we need. Like, this is the stale version of Batman I want. Because, like, all of Christopher Nolan's movies, if you notice, except for Oppenheimer, they're not really character focused. It's all about the spectacle and the plot.
True.
Yeah,
Right?
true.
Like, that's all
The
his
world
movies.
around them, all
the
that.
world, like having some crazy type of plot that has like time manipulation
Yeah.
or like crazy shit.
Bro,
right?
Tenet has no characters.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just the thing.
The whole point of the protagonist is to be just a protagonist,
Yeah.
just a guy.
Exactly, but it's like he can also do the character stuff because he did like Oppenheimer, right? But
Yeah.
but like usually his movies is no plot. So I feel like Dark Knight was kind of like not no plot, no characters. So
Yeah.
Dark Knight was kind of like that too, where like it didn't really have the character development or like characters like fleshed out.
And
But
Batman's kind of dumb.
yeah,
He's kind of stupid in the movie.
and everything
Oh,
just
yeah.
falls in his hands. Like
Yeah.
everything just happens. Like you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I feel like Robert Pattinson's Batman. Hell no, bro. He's like he's deep in the trenches, and I feel like you see him more. I feel like in the actual Dark Knight movies, you don't get as much alone time with Batman, like processing what's happening.
That's true.
And like the
I don't think you
psychological
do.
impact.
It's a lot of everything happening around him. When it's just Bruce Wayne, when he's just like in his tuxedo and shit,
Yeah.
it's about everyone around him. It's about Harvey Dent, Rachel, all them. And then when it's Batman, it's all about Joker.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
they're always showing the scenes of the chase and all that stuff, but they're not really focused on him and what he's thinking and none of that stuff.
I could tell
That's
when,
true. I never thought about that.
when he made that movie, he really wanted to make a Joker movie.
Yeah.
He really wanted to fucking write about the Joker.
I mean, they show a ton of scenes of the Joker kind of by
Yeah,
himself.
bro.
Well, not even.
no, it's only
that.
like
yeah,
I think his
even-
total
he's
screen
always
time
around
is
other
30
people.
minutes or less.
That's true. And when he's around, he's not just by himself talking to himself.
It's a
He's like,
spectacle, bro. Think
beating
about all
people up.
the cool scenes, the fucking 18-wheeler flipping, the
Oh,
fucking
so
the
cool.
money burning
hit
scene.
me,
Yeah.
the money burning. I mean,
That's a great one, dude. The
Christopher
pencil.
Nolan. Pencil.
you want to see a magic trick?
Yeah,
God, that's so good.
it's just so
He's so
iconic,
good.
bro.
Yeah. And he kissed the boy. He kissed Jake Gyllenhaal.
He did.
And then Jake Gyllenhaal went on to do Prisoners, which is also phenomenal.
Wait, he kissed Jake Gyllenhaal?
I mean, Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I would
about
imagine
that.
I haven't seen the movie, but I would imagine they have some makeout scenes.
I haven't
They
seen
must.
the movie.
They
I haven't
must.
seen it.
You haven't seen
It's
it?
funny that we all know what happens, but no one's ever seen it.
I don't know if
It
I'd ever
changes you
actually.
as a man probably watching that.
I don't know if I'd ever want to sit down and actually watch that. Not that I have anything against like consuming gay media, but but
It just
But I
doesn't
think it's
seem
wrong,
interesting.
and they're going to hell. Have you guys ever seen like in a show where there's straight up two guys making out, and it's not ironic? There's no
Yeah.
joke. Nothing, it's not
Yeah,
even
bro.
in your face. It's just like a casual scene of two people having a romantic moment. They're both
I think,
guys.
and it also depends like on the show. I have seen it, and sometimes it's like they don't make a thing out of it, and that's how I prefer it. Like,
Yeah.
it should be natural, just like it is in real life. Like, if dudes are gay and they want to make out, whatever. And like, I feel like the show that best does that is The Wire. If you look at the character,
Oh, yeah.
Funny enough, the gay
Omar.
character is named Omar, and
Hey, fucking art imitates life.
Art imitates life.
You know what I'm saying?
Some would call it foreshadowing.
Someone call it foreshadow.
the way it's done to where it's like the character is gay, but that's not his entire identity.
Yeah.
Like that's just a part of who he is, but it's not like the whole show isn't built around him being gay, right? Like
Yeah.
which is like I feel like a lot of things nowadays, whether it's like a character being gay or being one way or being another, it's like it's built around them like specifically being one way.
Oh yeah, a lot of the dialogue is related to being gay.
Yeah, or like to appeal to a certain, but it's like it's ignoring the multifaceted nature of people, right? Like just because somebody is gay, that's not their entire every single thing about them. There's much
Yeah.
more about them than
Yeah.
that. All of their collective experiences, their culture, everything. You know,
I'm dead ass trying to think. I don't think I've ever seen, but outside of The Wire, but I don't think I've even gotten to the gay parts or anything. I might have skipped them already. Nah, I'm playing.
I fast forward through those. I said,
Yeah.
sinful, sinful activity.
Let
no
me go do
sir.
some laundry now.
I like to think of Omar as a cool guy.
I don't think there's a lot of shows that I've seen like a gay couple.
I don't
of
remember.
two dudes.
I saw a movie recently where two dudes were making out, and I don't remember what the movie was, but it was very passionate.
don't
and it
lie.
was-
Just kidding.
All right, it was porn, and
You didn't watch.
I was watching this film,
You didn't watch the Timothy Chalamet movie where he gets fucked by the dude who eats people.
and he's
Oh, call me by your name.
Yeah,
he
call me by
eats
your-
people. Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they said he eats
Yeah,
Army
yeah.
Hammer,
Yeah.
Arnie Hammer, what the fuck is his name?
And then
They
he's
said
sitting at the fireplace crying about it.
Yeah.
It's like, he don't want me.
that's one of the strangest fucking conspiracies to come out about a celebrity, and it was the way he kind of addressed it too was not good.
Well, it was true.
That's what I'm saying. Well, no, they don't know it's 100% true, but
It wasn't that he was eating people. He just liked biting. He liked to nibble a little bit. Like they'll be fucking and he might take a little nibble out of you.
But like a hard bite, like where they're like, ow, army,
They'll be like, oh,
Mr. Hammer.
it's for sure strong enough to be like, yo, you really just bit me.
Okay, yeah. I wouldn't like that.
You took
Okay,
a piece
I
of
thought,
skin
like-
That
out.
would feel dangerous if a girl just like bit me hard, like
I
really
mean,
hard.
Okay, I wouldn't like he did, but I got
Savagery.
confused. I thought like his family had a history of consuming other humans or something like that.
My pappy and his pappy, they all ate humans.
We've been eating people for generations.
Yeah. Back in the old freeze of 1912.
I'm
Had
about
to
to
eat
say,
our
let me
nephews
see.
and nieces.
I might be talking out of my ass. Let me see.
If Army
Yeah,
Hammer
but-
ate people, no, I think
Yeah,
you're,
I
I
don't
think
think
you're right,
he eats
Gio.
people.
No, I think you're right, Gio. I'm definitely wrong. I mean, if his family had a history of eating people, can you guys imagine that?
I mean, that's a bad history.
He expressed a desire to cook and eat one of her ribs.
Jesus.
okay, now that's
That's crazy.
That's like he was texting her that shit, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Why leave a paper trail? Say that in person.
That's a crazy thing to leave in a
like-
message.
If
That's
that doesn't
like,
go over well, just
that's like that one. Celebrities are fucking weird, man. There's who's the dude with the tattoos like a Chipotle bag? The Maroon 5 guy, right?
Adam Levine.
Adam
Adam
yeah.
Levine.
Oh, you're
Adam-
so hot.
Adam Levine. That's his
Adam
name?
Levine, yeah.
Bro, remember like a couple years ago, I don't think we talked about this on the podcast, but he was cheating on his wife with a chick, and he wanted to keep the chick, and like eventually like his wife found out or whatever,
Yeah.
and he had wanted to name his pregnant wife's baby after the chick that he was cheating with.
Yeah, I remember
Which
that.
is
He
so
pitched his
strange.
wife that chick's name as a baby name, and then the wife found out later that he was having an affair with this chick.
So weird.
That is
So
the
messy.
dumbest shit I've ever. What a horrible idea. What did he think was gonna happen? It's
He
gonna.
thought she'd be down with it.
He's the lead singer of Maroon 5. It's gonna come up that you're cheating. I wonder how long he got away with it.
You'd be surprised.
Maybe.
Famous people, you can get away with it.
I guess I wouldn't. You better fucking.
You better be
not
good
go
at it.
anywhere in public ever.
You should not name the
Should-
baby as
Should
this
be
person
getting
that
out,
you're
man.
fucking.
Look at Dave Grohl, the singer of the Foo Fighters. It came out. He's like 50-something years old. He has
Yeah.
a wife and multiple kids, and now it came out that he has a girlfriend who's pregnant with a baby.
That
It's
broke
like,
my heart, bro.
That
Rough.
should be happening, bro.
Should be happening.
He be
dude.
on the road. He be lonely.
Bro,
man.
all these celebrities, basketball players, they ain't faithful, man.
No,
They're out there doing their thing, bro.
And even those Playboy rock stars and athletes, even when they get older, people are still ready to give them some pussy.
Oh, for sure.
You
still ready to give them a little pussy.
You telling me Shaq isn't out there slinging dick?
No,
Oh,
Shaq is.
Shaq is
I want to. If there's one thing I want to be let known on this podcast, Shaq is fucking, and he's paying to fuck.
Who the hell
I
was
wouldn't
on
doubt
Shannon Sharp's podcast recently? They were talking about fucking Shaq's ex-girlfriend.
That's
and they didn't know that she had dated Shaq before. And he was
That's
like,
crazy.
that shit was hollow. he kept saying that shit was hollow.
Was it Dion Cole?
Yes, it was
That's
Dion
what he,
Cole.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was
That's
Dion
what he
Cole.
said?
Yeah.
I gotta listen to that. That's so funny, bro.
Yeah, he's like, no one
throwing
told
a
me.
rock in there.
Bro, we didn't talk about Shannon Sharp getting caught fucking on Instagram Live.
Oh my
Oh, yeah,
that
God,
shit,
hilarious.
dude.
bro, low key.
He did that on purpose.
He did that shit on purpose. Because
Yeah.
for those who don't know, Shannon Sharp has this podcast, Club Shay Shay. And he's been getting a lot of shit online from other people, one of which is Antonio Brown. About
fuck Antonio Brown.
apparently about like him being gay or just standing gay. But he's not actually gay. He's just like, he stands all fucked up because his body's all broken from years of playing in the NFL. So, like,
that shit gay.
so people are calling him gay, and those memes were very funny. I'm not gonna
That's how
lie.
they put him back together.
Bro, he looks fucked up if you look at the way he stands just because his
Yeah,
body's all fucked
yeah.
up, his back and shit. And he's been getting clowned a lot. And people think to dispel the rumors of him being clowned for being gay, he opened his Instagram Live, he put it like near the bathroom, near the bed, and then he fucked the shit out of this chick named Michelle. And he kept saying, "My Michelle,"
Michelle.
the whole time. And
She's a woman, by the way.
yeah.
She would not. She was talking the whole time. He barely said anything in it.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that vagina you have.
Ooh, these boobs, not a penis. This is great. This is great. Are you gonna get hard? You think? Hold on now.
He's clapping
Hold on,
her
let me get it
cheeks.
together now.
Don't say that. He stops it. He goes live again on it. What the hell?
And I
Two
was like,
times,
bro. Do you realize how many steps it takes to go live? And the way he framed it was like, oh, like I threw the phone in the bed and it must have accidentally been unlocked.
Bruh, yeah, that's
Bro,
that's
come
cap.
on.
How do you go live? You don't just immediately press
Bro,
live and
no,
it just
it
You
takes
gotta
1, 2,
press a
3?
lot of shit.
You have to do a bunch
Okay.
of swipes and press a bunch of shit, and then eventually you can go live.
That's
And it'll
on
ask
purpose.
you, do you want to go? And you have to put yes.
I thought he was doing that just to show the world, like, look at me slinging dick. But I didn't know that. I forgot that people thought he was gay.
They wouldn't really. It was like
It was like a little joke.
he was just getting clowned. No one
He didn't
really
like
thought
it.
he was gay, but people were clowning. He was like, "I'm not fucking gay."
Yeah, maybe he didn't like it at all.
Video out. Yeah.
I think he thought he was on like his little private Instagram. Cause I think celebrities, they got a private Instagram and they be going crazy on them.
Maybe
They probably do.
Yeah, I would be too.
Maybe
I'm
they get wild.
fucking everybody on here.
I wonder what celebrity Instagram is like. They must have a totally different platform than we have.
What do you mean?
Like,
Like what it's like to have like a bunch of followers and shit?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
yeah.
sure they have Finstas and shit. Look at Drake.
Oh, they
Drake
all
has a
have
fucking
Finstas.
Finsta. So I mean,
True.
They all got.
They all
Finstas,
have
bro.
Finstas.
Because if they were doing that, but then I guess another celebrity would have to record their shit.
Yeah, and they wouldn't
know?
do that because
They
they would to let you in. They would have to know. Oh,
Which
you've
100 of
also
y'all
paid.
just fucking recorded my me fucking Michelle, my sweet Michelle.
My sweet
God damn
Michelle.
it. You're putting it out like that.
Nah, he's hilarious though, bro. His
I was trying to enjoy her wet labias.
Labias, because I do like women. Thank you.
just to confirm.
Yeah, just to confirm.
I was looking on my Michelle's areolas.
Thinking about how sweet they are. Thinking about they have no hair on them. I love that. I do love that.
He's hilarious though, bro. His fucking podcast is funny. So
Thought
Dion
of
Cole,
someone trying to be not gay. So aggressively not gay.
isn't it crazy? That's what we push people to do in this culture. Like this guy has to prove, like
He has
guys,
to fuck somebody on
I
live.
have to fuck her on live to prove that I'm not gay.
Oh my
I mean, the
God.
conversations you must have with yourself be like, how do I prove this? Got it.
Got it. I got the perfect idea.
Got it. Michelle, I got a plan tonight.
Michelle, come over. I'm gonna pretend that I'm rubbing on your vulva.
It was all in the dark. You couldn't see anything
you couldn't
either.
see anything.
No, that shit was on purpose. Huh?
You heard
Yeah, that shit was
furniture
on
moving.
purpose, bro.
That's totally true. Yeah. I mean, she was doing a good job at, doing the moans, but I know what's going on. He was sitting on the couch watching Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, come on, man. He
He
staged,
was watching Dawson's Creek.
he staged that whole shit.
He watching Brokeback Mountain.
He's like, pushing over this, Michelle. I love you. Not Michael.
Not Michael.
I
Oh shit!
watched
They had the tent scene. I gotta cut the live off.
It caught me. Yeah, and also, how do you turn the live off without noticing that you were just, or did he see it? Oh shit! And then he turns it
I'm
off.
guessing
Yeah, I
that
think-
somebody, our Instagram shut it off.
Someone reported
That's what they
it
were
enough.
saying. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so funny.
I saw, speaking of English teachers earlier and gay people, I saw this show called, it's an FX show. It's called English Teacher.
Oh, is it good?
It's phenomenal, boys. It's
Bro,
funny,
let me
dude.
tell you.
It's really funny.
Let me tell you my opinion on it.
It's gay.
Oh,
I tried to watch it. then like it was okay. The first episode, I was like, I don't know how involved I am. This character is like whatever.
And then
I
boom,
agree.
2 dudes making out. Show's over.
Bro, second episode that happens at the end of the first episode.
It's the Trixie Mattel episode.
The Trixie
right?
Mattel shit, and I was
Yeah.
like, I can't watch this bullshit.
Bro, that's hilarious.
I was like, I couldn't.
The computers at the end, the printers, it's hilarious. That's
that shit
comedy.
that was funny, but like,
yeah.
I
It's a lot to
couldn't-
look at.
It wasn't making me laugh like that either, and I just didn't give a shit about the character enough, and I was like, I abandoned it. My girlfriend's been keeping up with it though. But
Well, the character's one of those characters that's just like annoying, just does all the wrong things all the
main
time.
character?
The main character,
The guy?
yeah. Dude named Evan, yeah,
Okay.
the English teacher. It's
Okay.
it's essentially about a guy who works at a high school and he is an English teacher, and it's him and his coworkers
a gay
and the students.
a gay English teacher gentleman.
Yeah, and he has a boyfriend who is not his boyfriend.
Just to prepare y'all.
who
Trigger
has
warning.
Real hairy nipples. And you don't want to see him. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Did they show him in that first episode? I don't remember.
He has like blonde hair, like bleached hair.
They were eating lunch together that first episode, right?
Oh yeah, okay, maybe he wasn't shirtless.
They weren't
in that
showing
one.
anything gay in the advertisements. They were hiding it.
They were.
They were.
They were.
I didn't know it was gonna be that gay, and then I watched it.
Just like with the Joker, how they hid that it was a musical. Those advertisements, they do not show any singing, dude. They show it like it's a fucking
Bro.
it's a suspenseful movie.
we haven't talked about the Joker.
Yeah.
All right,
Go
guys,
watch it, boys. Watch it. Seriously.
Talk about the show, and then we'll get to
I'll
the Joker.
give it a shot.
We don't need to keep going. Just watch it. If it wasn't for you by that point, and trust me, I thought the same thing when I saw the drag queen, because they have a drag queen in the second episode.
I don't mind that.
And they make it a funny bit. It's essentially it's one of those things in high school where you only see in the movies. I don't even know the shit.
Hey man,
happens.
I'm a RuPaul guy. I fuck with the drag queen.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all.
Work it, honey.
Work
And-
it, honey.
But essentially, it's
Outfits be horrible, goddamn, but cool.
I don't know
Have
what the event is, but when the girls play football
Powder,
and the
powder,
guys
powder puff,
Powder
Oh, yeah, the Powder
Puff.
Puff.
Yeah,
game.
they had
Yeah.
at our school too. They have it at every
Yeah.
school.
They had it at ours. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
They
But,
did have it at all.
but they got
Yeah.
the drag queen and he's showing the guys how to do proper cheerleading, basically. And it is a lot to look at when he's dressed up in all the shit. It truly is like. It's hard to look at. Is the only thing I can say. But because of the patterns, because you see a human being, you don't think these features, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
He's wearing the big
is
old fake
this?
titty plate. the
Yeah.
fucking
Who,
silver-
Trixie or the
Trixie.
Trixie.
Oh yeah,
the tits
Trixie's
look
makeup.
real.
Her shit is all over the place.
The tits
dog.
look quite real. It's nuts.
They have a plate, like a chest plate.
Yeah,
that they
it's
wear.
like a silicone titty plate.
They're
It is
pricey, actually. I think.
They're hella expensive.
Yeah.
Like thousands.
Yeah, my girlfriend was showing me one where I used to watch the show all the time. I think it was called Face Off. It was so good, dude. Shout out Sci-Fi. Remember
out
Sci-Fi?
What a great channel.
On cable.
That's a
And
great network.
It was basically like Hell's Kitchen or Top Chef or whatever, but they're doing makeup, like horror makeup.
Oh, like
Yeah.
SFX type makeup.
Yeah, no gay shit. No gay shit. It's all straight. I
promise. Yeah.
It's all straight.
they're making aliens and shit.
They're making aliens, and yeah, it'll be like underwater, and they'll make like a barnacle
That's
looking.
just super
but
cool,
it was
man.
like
Real
really,
cool
really
shit.
well done. It was super
Aliens
cool.
and shit, motherfuckers.
Aliens and shit. No gay aliens either.
No gay aliens.
Only the green type.
Bro, there's an immense amount of detail that goes into that shit.
Yeah, it's pretty
You
cool.
don't realize it until like, because you think about it, if they made them shitty, the movie would look awful.
Yeah.
So you have to make it super fucking detailed to look good and like look immersive. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, if the movie is about a monster, the monster needs to look good. It needs
Absolutely.
to. Yeah. But what were you gonna say?
Oh, the Joker, man.
Joker
Yeah,
time.
Joker.
Joker.
Do
You
it.
guys believe that the
Foley.
Joker has been as spectacular of a failure as we thought it would be?
I mean,
I'm not surprised.
I could have seen that. As soon as they said musical, I said, "Shoot me in the head." What a
Bro.
horrible, stupid idea.
Apparently, like I was reading all these facts about like behind the scenes of what happened.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix had the idea for the movie in a dream. He told the director about it.
Fuck
the director
this.
was like, "Okay, well, we'll do it the way you want to do it." So, apparently, the director the whole time, this is after the movie's been released. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
name a series of facts that's been happening.
For a musical, right? He had a dream that was a musical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I
After-
think is a fire idea, by the way.
he didn't want to take. He didn't want any notes from because I think they had like DC had tried to reach out to him. He didn't want any notes from James Gunn. James Gunn.
Yeah, they gave him
James
final
Gunn,
cut.
James Gunn was going to offer him a bunch of notes, and he had like I think he sent him notes. He sent him a bunch of notes, and he never
yeah.
got any reply.
Todd Phillips
Yeah.
turned him away.
Yeah, James Gunn knows how to make a fucking movie, a superhero movie especially. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He knows exactly how to make comic book film.
They should have
But-
made it a Broadway thing instead of a musical. It should have been like that, like a
He didn't-
theater thing.
He didn't take any of his notes. I think same thing. Christopher Nolan offered to give him notes. He said he didn't take them.
What a fool.
I know.
You don't take notes from Chris.
From two heavy hitters.
Bro,
I mean, Christopher
who-
Nolan is a massive heavy hitter.
Yeah, bro.
How do you not take
his
notes from
movies?
him?
Literally make $1 billion or more. Every movie he makes like $1 billion.
Oh
on,
my
dude.
god.
Yeah.
And apparently since the movie's been released, the director of the Joker 2 has been hanging out at his ranch, and he has not done any like publicity for it. He just hasn't left.
Just like those Game of Thrones guys.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah,
just-
they
They
hunkered
ran
down.
away and they
they
cowered. on
hunkered
an
down.
island.
They cowered away. They fucking because they knew the bullshit that was coming.
Yeah.
Bro, I knew the movie was going to be bad when after the first one came out, they were all like, we're not doing a sequel.
Yeah.
They were all saying we're not doing the sequel. Then y'all pop up and say, "Oh, we're going to do one."
Yeah,
and it's also going to be a musical.
And Lady Gaga's in it. This is cool, right?
Y'all are going to love it.
You guys are gonna love this.
They didn't do any test screenings for the movie. Another horrible indicator.
Yeah.
Every movie usually does test screenings.
They knew it was bad.
They knew it was shit.
They knew
but
it
they
was
knew
gonna
they were
be-
just making it because it's the second one. We
Yeah.
have to make another one.
They hoped it would knock it out of the park, and word of mouth would be like, actually, it's actually pretty good.
No, they knew it was going to be shit,
I
bro.
think it
Then why
cost
even
them-
release it? Like, why not redo it? It's just such an anticipated movie. Also, you made such a big fuss about it being a musical. Like in the interviews,
Dive into the musical.
yeah. But as soon as they said it was gonna be musical, I was like, this is shit. And then when I saw the advertisements and they weren't like promoting at all the fact that it was
At
musical,
all.
I was like, okay, they know this is bad.
So
Yeah.
the movie cost approximately $200 million to make.
Jeez Louise, what the
And
fuck?
it's on track not to make that back. So it has grossed over 121 million. It has to make 400 million to make
To
a
break
profit.
even.
That's
Yeah.
way
If,
better
if
than
they
I
hit
thought it would
200,
be.
I think they'll be happy.
121 million. That's not bad.
No, because I don't think they did. I don't think it's double because they're not advertising the movie.
oh, they're advertising it. But
Now they are.
yeah, now they are. Now they are.
But I think they're doing it now to course correct. But I mean, they weren't advertising it up for the lead up.
That's kind of.
But they
true,
still
yeah. I
spent
didn't see a
200
lot.
million. So to get that back,
For
you have to
the
make
production,
400.
Yeah.
And 400, and that's just breaking even.
Bro,
Anything on top of 400, then you start to get some profit. But remember, they also have to split it with like the theater chains because they pay to get the movie distributed in the theater.
Yeah. I think Joaquin probably got 50 mil.
He
and just
probably got
said,
like, yeah, bro.
Fuck it. We're going to make me. I want to sing. I want to do a scene where I tap dance the whole time. How about that?
I heard he did well. Surprise, and I heard Lady Gaga also. I hate Lady Gaga.
I hate
I'm
Lady
with
Gaga.
you, Gio.
Fuck
Because
her.
she's a Zionist, so I hate her now.
Fuck her.
And also, I just don't really like her in movies. Like I just something about her face. She is Lady Gaga. You can't just slip her in there and
Yeah.
pretend like she's not
You
Lady
can't
Gaga.
un-Lady
Bro,
Gaga.
She has
herself.
enough baggage that
I've
comes
heard
along with her.
There's like multiple tap dancing scenes, singing scenes, and I've heard I heard halfway through it turns into like a long court drama.
Yeah.
Which is not what I want out of a Joker movie.
Can we talk about the end? Can I spoil what happens at the end?
I know
From
what
what
Go
I've
ahead.
heard.
Go ahead.
Apparently, I don't know how this happens.
I know why it happens.
I don't know how the story leads to this, but apparently Joker gets gang raped by a
Oh, I
bunch of
thought you were talking
dudes,
about something else.
and they kill him.
No, that's not how he dies.
Okay, well he gets gang raped and then he dies later.
You want to know how he dies?
Yeah.
So, because this is the interesting part to me. He meets like some young fan or whatever, like in like Arkham in the prison and shit. That guy eventually comes back to visit him, and he kills the Joker.
Oh, okay.
And then it's what's the word?
like
I don't know.
super fan.
No. They're basically saying that he's the real Joker and that Joaquin Phoenix was just like the inspiration.
The precursor to the actual
Yeah.
Joker.
That's fascinating.
So that's how they're going to connect
For the Joker 3.
the Joker 3.
No, they are gonna do it,
They're
right?
going to do a Joker 3.
They're not
I
going to make
bet
that home,
my
bro.
top dollar they going to do.
Who's the guy? Is he an actor?
No, he's just a guy. I ain't going to lie to you. He's just a dude.
You think that's a good? I mean,
Bro, they're not going to make it.
But they're trying. I think they're trying to get the timelines together. They're trying to like
With-
match up
with
the
the Batman.
timelines.
fuck
Yeah.
the goddamn timelines.
potentially, but knowing the director of the Batman, he ain't going to be about that bullshit, bro.
They put the Joker in the last one.
But it was Barry Keoghan,
Yeah, it's a different Joker,
Yeah.
bro.
and he looked like he was going to do a good job. He looked creepy
yeah,
as
man.
hell.
They're not going to replace that. Like that guy, the actor.
No,
is
I don't
hot
think they're
right
going to.
now, bro.
I think they're going to just like age him up or whatever, or he's aged down.
To intertwine
in
it
the
somehow
movie
to
or
where like the guy who killed him in the Joker 2 was Barry Keoghan. Or whatever.
Yeah, they can
That's
do
what you're
something like
saying.
that.
And then at this point, Batman is now older, and Barry Keoghan is now like 5,
But
10 years
yeah.
older.
Gio, what I'm saying is there's not going to be a bridge movie between the Batman 2 and there's not going to be a Joker 3. Is what I'm
I
saying.
think there
Like,
could be.
I think the next movie that comes is the next Batman.
Wait, no, you're right because this bitch is not making any money.
Yeah.
No Batman
Yeah.
versus Joker. Not,
Nah.
imagine if they released
Bro.
that, dude.
That'd be.
That'd be horrible.
I'm okay with no Joker for like a decade.
High-key,
I kinda am too,
cool.
man.
I'm good without Joker too.
There's
High-key, I
other
want the
good villains.
Bro,
Poison
bring,
Ivy's great.
bring Bane. Do
Yeah.
it differently, bro. You know what I
Bane
mean?
would be a little hard to pull off.
Who would be pretty cool? Because we got what? Penguin. They're doing it right.
Penguin's
The
sick.
Riddler was fire.
Crocodile.
Penguin. Oh, that's cool.
That would be
Bro, bring
wild.
back Mr. Freeze,
That's-
son.
I want Mr. Freeze, dude.
Who plays him?
I want Poison Ivy and Mr. Freeze.
Who plays him as good as Arnold Schwarzenegger? I mean, that was a perfect.
That was hilarious.
That was
I don't know.
golden, bro.
Be cool to
These two,
see.
in
Who
my
do you
head,
have
they're
as-
too silly to do. But they did the Riddler, so
But no,
I, mean,
you
I
could-
guess they could pull it off.
They did the Riddler and they made it real cool. If they could do the Riddler cool, they could do Mr. Freeze. I can imagine Mr.
Yo,
Freeze
Mr.
being
Freeze,
super cool.
after the city floods,
Oh yeah. Ooh.
He wants to
Gio.
freeze that
bitch,
bitch.
y'all need to hire
Ding
me.
ding ding. You
No,
got it, dude.
Gio,
That's
I
funny.
actually
That's
heard-
good.
I heard some rumors that they are that I think Mr. Freeze is gonna be in the next movie.
I'm with it.
Legit, like I think they were like trying to figure out the casting for it. So I was reading something about that recently.
I'm with it, bro.
Who do you think would be good? Idris Elba.
I was trying to
put
think
Idris
about
Elba in there.
Oh, bro, Idris Elba's
sweet,
Mr.
wouldn't
Freeze
it?
would be.
Would you make him white or would you
awesome,
leave him black?
Would you make him white? No, he's gonna be blue.
He's gonna. Oh, that's true. He could be blue.
Yeah.
He's gonna be blue.
Yeah.
Idris Elba would be.
He'd be.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, he'd do
Oh
a
no,
great
he
job.
froze the Atlantic Ocean.
If Denzel was younger, I would say Denzel, but
He comes
nah.
in with a DJ kit. You're all fucked. You're all
else?
fucked.
Who else could be Mr. Freeze?
I don't know.
Who's
Leonardo
I imagine him
DiCaprio.
as like a small guy.
Nah, I can't
kind of
imagine.
cool? It would be kind of
I
cool.
get it.
It
Has to be someone intense.
has to be someone intense, someone pretty big and kind of buff.
No, I'm thinking somebody small but intense.
Oh.
You could do
Wow.
small but intense too.
They already,
Vector
have,
type?
they already have Barry Keoghan doing fucking Joker, so it can't be him.
You know who I could see them bringing? The dude from Euphoria, Nate.
Oh,
I could see them bringing him in.
He's young,
Yeah.
but he would do pretty.
He would do pretty
job.
good.
He's a pretty good actor.
He is a good actor. He has
He would be a
range.
good villain that would like impersonate the Batman, because him and Robert look the same.
They do kind of look the same.
That would be fire.
But they'd have to like shave his head and you know what I mean? Like he'd have to like really go into the role. If he
Oh, he
was
would
gonna be
do
Mr.
it.
Freeze.
Oh, what about Michael Fassbender? That'd be
Oh
with
man,
it.
bro,
He'd be
revive
pretty
his
cool.
career. That guy was a hell of an actor, bro.
Yeah.
He would fucking kill it as Mr. Freeze.
Because my Michael Fassbender I know was from Prometheus, so he's still pretty young.
Oh,
I actually don't know
Steve
what he's
Jobs.
like these
Magneto,
days.
Prometheus. I mean,
Yeah.
he's been
He
in,
was in that
so
Killer
many,
movie that you
so
liked.
many good movies.
Yeah, he'd do a pretty good job, I think.
He has range for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
All we're saying is just leave the Joker alone, bro.
Leave the Joker.
No mas.
Bring in Freeze. Bring in Poison Ivy. Right? It's an attractive woman, and also her powers are pretty cool.
Oh my God, the Poison Ivy and Catwoman on screen together.
That'd be amazing.
Who's gonna be Poison Ivy?
I'm busting.
Fucking Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney
Get her ass in a green outfit.
Sweetie.
No,
you know who I
or,
can see?
Put them titties to work.
I can see Florence Pugh as Poison Ivy.
I could see that too.
Sydney's bro.
Sydney Sweeney is hilarious.
She's a horrible actress.
I
I'm
don't
just
think.
kidding. Don't put her
Yeah,
in there.
she's,
Don't put her
she's
in
not
there.
good enough.
I could see Florence Pugh,
actor-wise. Who has like
Olivia, what's her name from Don't Worry Darling?
Rodrigo.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Olivia Rodrigo?
No, Olivia Munn, is that her name? No, Olivia.
Oh yeah, she was in good.
Wild.
She was in Don't Worry, Darling.
Olivia Wilde.
Olivia?
think
I
she-
could see her as.
she wouldn't
Oh,
do
I'm,
bad.
I'm good. I was thinking somebody.
I could
else.
see her as.
Who are you thinking?
Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn is,
That's John
something
Mulaney's
else.
girl.
which is
Yeah,
crazy.
she was in G4.
Which is really crazy.
Shout out to G4. R.I.P.
Oh yeah, she was in the gaming thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but the visuals would be really cool with Poison Ivy.
Yeah, in that city, yeah.
If you ever see her, like I recently started watching the OG animated series. Well, not the OG, but the you know which one I'm talking about, the WB one.
The Batman animated.
Yeah,
series.
the Batman animated series.
Yeah.
And like every time she's on screen or any of her episodes, they're really cool
Bad.
because they
bitch.
got all the flowers. They got all the, and she has a cool story.
That show is
She's
really
a nice
good.
lady. She just wants to protect the plants. That's all she. She's just a doctor who's like,
She is.
they keep trying to fucking deforest the woods, and I'm gonna kill them all. Yeah, who else is there? There's Kingpin, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Man Bat's pretty cool. They want to do a
Kingpin's in
spooky
Batman?
one.
No, that's Daredevil.
Oh, I'm
I
tripping.
say that's
That's Marvel.
Yeah, you're right. I'm tripping.
yeah.
Man Bat's pretty cool.
Man, that's wild.
The guy who looks like a guy, but he's just a bat.
Yeah.
Like the opposite of Batman.
Yeah.
They could make a spooky movie with that.
I think they're gonna be. I think the first one had some spooky parts.
The
It
first
did?
one did have a lot
Yeah.
of creepy parts.
It did, yeah.
Uh,
Who else is in there?
unsettling.
Goddamn,
parts.
I'm on cam. I'm recorded glazing this movie, bro. I love this movie. Bro.
I
need
do
a scarecrow,
too, man.
dude.
It's
That's
a good
my
one.
Batman movie, bro.
Yeah, that's a good
I
one.
came in here and said I think I like it more than The Dark Knight. I stand by it.
I think I might also, but I mean, The Dark Knight just has so many iconic scenes.
It's just Heath Ledger, bro.
the
don't know,
spectacle of The
guys.
Dark Knight is crazy, man.
Heath Ledger was going crazy.
He's
Literally.
my Batman, but the movie is better than the Batman.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight is just, it's hard to top in any way. Like
Yeah, man. The
any
spectacles,
movie.
just all the iconic. Like I can think of 30 frames in my head right now from that movie, bro.
Yeah.
just so many different ones that are just like perfectly set up.
It's truly insane how hard he killed it, Heath Ledger.
He went crazy.
He killed it so, not just because he died that he got a bunch
He
of
killed it so
recognition.
hard that he killed himself.
He killed himself, dude. Yeah, I hate when they do say that, but I guess maybe that's true.
He lost his mind in the role.
Drove him to madness, and I told him, don't take the role. Yeah,
Oh god.
crazy movie.
So
though.
why do y'all think? Because I think the narrative about the Joker movie is that it's like they're trying to rewrite what the first one was about. Because I think the first one they were like, the crowd thinks the Joker is cool. We got to make this motherfucker not cool at all.
Yeah.
and get rid of him.
Like get him to act weird, or like that he
Just to
wanted
make
to look
him-
at him as a bad guy.
Yeah, just to, no, because I think people walked out of the first Joker movie saying, "Oh, he's a leader.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we should be like him."
I'm gonna go kill my boss.
Yeah.
fuck that little dude.
I'm gonna go shoot Jimmy Fallon.
I'm gonna go shoot you.
Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, I think you're right. Like they're trying to rewrite the narrative because they want people to be like, okay, it's not good to be deranged and crazy and like a social weirdo and do these like insane things. Like,
Yeah.
I think they wanted to show that society shouldn't accept this and like those things shouldn't be glorified.
And then he's a loser.
True. And I guess, because we got to think, like, the movie came out now, but it was starting to get decided on, and ideas were coming to light and written way back in the day.
I don't want
years ago.
I don't want lofty philosophical ideas like that in my movies. Like
What?
No.
Not like that. Like
It's a separate world.
this is a comic book movie, bro.
Yeah.
But it's based on real life.
I know,
Yes,
but
like
It just happens to have a guy that can fly.
if you're gonna do it, don't wrap it in a Lady Gaga musical court drama.
No.
Wrap it in something else.
I think I'm the only person on this planet that thinks that it could have been good.
I don't think it could.
Because I think the
don't
Joker
think
as a character is wacky.
I think it could have been good depending on the audience. If it was aimed for women, is literally the only scenario where I think that it could have been successful. Truly, for real.
I just think they didn't like the audience that watched the first one.
Because what guy, and I'm not saying, nothing bad about you,
Hey.
but truly, like on a grand scale. No. I'm saying you're an artistic guy, Jay.
You're not
And
he's
autistic.
an autistic guy.
You're an autistic
I'm
guy.
awfully acoustic.
What day was October? No, I'm kidding. But
What movie came out?
no, but like on a grand scale, you know what I mean? Like,
Who really fucks with musicals?
Yeah,
like
if
that?
a certain
Yeah.
people like if the movie came out and it had actually really good reviews, but it was aimed towards women, I'd still watch it. You know what I mean? Just to check it out.
I think as a superhero movie, you should know your market, and your market is not interested in a musical.
Yeah, exactly.
None of them motherfuckers are going to be happy
to
when
one
it came
of
out.
like a Joker movie is a Joker
I think
movie.
the sweaty
guy's
motherfuckers
cool.
watching the Joker 1 are gonna go watch the Joker 2. Come on, man.
You think they want Lady Gaga in that movie?
Hell no.
Hell no.
The incels watching the first
Sydney
one.
Yeah.
Sweeney should be.
Sydney Sweeney in every movie in Hollywood. Movies will increase their revenue by 10x.
Truly, dude. If you
Hey,
throw her in every
Hey,
fucking
man.
movie.
But listen, she's only one woman and there's only 2 titties. She can only do so much.
Oh, look. First bill
Yeah,
is
those
going to be
things are
Sydney
putting in
Sweeney.
overtime.
Second bill, her titty is going to be in the movie.
one billboard is just her titties.
It's just her titties. You know why you're coming.
with some leaves around.
You know why you're coming? Oh, my God.
You know why you're
Yeah.
coming.
You
That
put
should be the
her-
tagline of all her movies.
She's about to be in a movie with Ana de Armas, and they're in a throuple. And
See, like, just make a porn.
it's gonna kill.
Just make a porn movie, bro.
Yeah.
Stop edging us.
No, but I mean,
Stop
she's
edging
not a
us.
good actress. Ana de Armas is a pretty good actress.
She does.
Sydney Sweeney is not a good actress.
No, she's not.
I've seen her in enough things to know that she's just a pair of titties.
I could tell
No.
from Euphoria that she was just titties.
There's no
Yeah.
range.
There's no range.
She's just crying the whole time.
she
Yeah.
is just crying. Yeah, she's very one note
And
in
she's
Euphoria.
cheap. They get her for cheap,
She'll be in anything.
bro.
But I don't blame her.
Madam
Get
Web.
your check.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, yeah, man. Well, if I'm hot, I mean hot like both like literally and metaphorically. Like she's hot and also like
She's on the rise,
Her
yeah.
stardom is on the rise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take advantage of that shit and make as much guap as I can before people stop giving a shit about me.
Yeah, because I think
course, yeah.
she knows that it's like that time is coming.
Yeah, it
You
can't be
got
forever.
only so many movies you can have your boobs out in.
Yeah.
The boobs don't change. The boobs been the same.
There's gonna be a new big boobed actress. We haven't had a big boobed actress in quite a while. Like,
Bro,
Yeah, I
she's-
think that's why
America
Hollywood's
wasn't-
excited about her.
Bring back
Yeah.
big boobed actresses. Bring back BBBA.
BBBAs.
We got all these damn tiny bitches. We need bitches with gazoombas.
Yeah, it's a lot of petite, pretty, very pretty women. You don't.
Anna
'cause
de Armas my ass.
Sydney Sweeney isn't like absolutely gorgeous in the face, but she does have very big
Shit,
boobs,
that-
and they showed them in Euphoria, so everyone was like, "Oh, ooga." Throw her in more stuff, but she's actually not that pretty of a girl, you know.
Shit.
I mean, no, she's great looking, you know.
right.
She's much better looking than I am, but I'm saying like in the terms of like wrapping her up with like an Ana de Armas or something like that.
Bro, and
That's
she's
like
gonna-
a beautiful, genuinely
she's gonna
beautiful
act
woman.
circles around that girl.
Yeah.
She's
Oh, of
like,
course.
why am I in the same frame as this woman?
Yeah, I think we had moved away from the misogynistic understanding that big boobs, very nice. I'd
Big
like to
boobs
see more.
equal successful lady.
Yeah, successful lady. But it might be coming back. We might have another big boob actress come out.
I think what makes it why
Might,
people
I
fuck
don't
with her
know.
is that
The
she has
Renaissance.
big boobs and it's not like she's like teasing you with it. She's like, no, I'll put them out.
She puts him right out.
I'll
That's
show
true.
'em for
She's
you.
not shy.
She's not shy.
She puts them out for the world to see.
Boobies want to be on camera too.
I saw that stupid ass comedy movie she did with the other dude and
with, Glenn Powell.
with Glenn Powell. Yeah, and they like her boobs are out the whole. It's like cleavage the whole time, the whole thing.
but no boob? No areola?
No, I don't think they show her boobs in it.
Good for her.
I don't think, but she is wearing like
for
bikinis
her.
and stuff like that. I think
Start
they're like
to
on
put
an
them things
island.
away.
Put them things away. Cover them up, you hussy.
She needs to calm it
Damn
down.
hussy.
Yeah, hussy is crazy.
Sydney Sweeney's just a fucking A little actress hussy.
Yeah, I mean, that I just thought about that. That is strange. There's not a lot of actresses with big boobs, man. That is really weird.
There are. We just don't know them.
Who are they?
She's
Like,
taking all the jobs.
Salma Hayek.
but Salma Hayek
She's
hasn't been
coming
in
across the
anything
border. She's
since
eating the
Grown-Ups.
dogs and the cats. She's taking all the
He's
jobs,
eating the
bro.
dogs and the cats.
Taking all the jobs.
Those boobs are working.
Yeah, they're
She
calling
probably
her
in,
out.
I think she's in another movie coming out this month.
What is it?
I don't even know.
Well, you know, she's been in a few where she wasn't showing her boobs at all. She was in this movie called Nocturne. I was watching a little bit of it. It's like
is that the horror movie?
it's a horror movie. She goes to like some piano academy with her twin sister, and
So,
I think it's like a Black Swan
At
situation.
any point in the movie, there's no not even cleavage.
Impossible.
Color
Not,
me
I'm not watching the movie.
I watched like half of it. Not really. She's wearing like just t-shirts and like plaid shirts and stuff.
Revealing.
Like that. Not really. Not that I remember. I don't think so.
I bet you that's why the movie didn't perform well.
That's why this is the first time we ever heard of it.
There was another one called.
She's like a nun in one movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in something.
I don't know.
I forget what it is, but
in
she's also
my
not showing
bra.
her boobs.
You want to be in my
In
bra?
my
In
bra.
my between my boobs. Why are there not more big boobs? And I'm not saying this as a pervert guy. I'm just truly making an observation that it is strange, and it makes you wonder, like how Hollywood peddles certain women. If they're like, okay, this is the look that everyone likes, let's peddle a bunch of fucking
Legit, I think
darker
it's-
skinned Hispanic pretty women
That is true.
or whatever. You know what I mean?
I legit think it's just because she's willing to show them. That's the
Yeah.
reason
There's
why.
that, and it's like
There's
Look
loads
at
of
that.
girls
The-
willing to show them.
it's the look that's
But
palatable to
she got
America.
nice
like
ones.
that's,
Sometimes they
that's
don't
what
be having
America
nice
wants. Like that's a palatable look. Like a little white girl, big titties. She
Yeah.
looks like innocent. But
Super skinny.
Girl next door-ish. That's like
I know y'all
the look
love
they
her.
want.
Anna de Armas is the same way.
Yeah,
Because she'll get naked, and that's why they like, yo, we should kind of cast
But
her
she
for
can
the role.
actually act too.
she can.
Well, she
actually
can
act.
also act,
She has
but
more
she's
range
also
also.
willing to show that thing on camera. She also
Show that
willing to
monkey off on
thing.
camera.
She will pull it off.
She's
Yeah.
willing to show the chucha.
She gonna put that
man.
monkey on the
Show
screen.
chucha.
She's willing to show the chucha.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
willing,
great.
willing to show off the green beans and the chucha.
Yeah,
You know, you put
Throw
that in.
little edamame.
Yeah.
goes a long way.
You put that in a lot of sci-fi movies. You put that. In,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But she's bad, so we're gonna put her in the movie.
I'm sick to my stomach. I'm just thinking
Think about
about it.
Scarlett Johansson. It kind of passed.
That
Same
was a big
thing,
boob-
but
yeah,
yeah,
that's
her
big boob
moment has
actress.
passed. Like
She didn't show
Jennifer
off
Lawrence.
enough.
Jennifer Lawrence, big
Jennifer
boob actress.
Lawrence, big boob actress. Her moment has passed.
Look,
She
and
paved
then
the way.
And then she did a movie where she did too much boob, and
Yeah.
now we're like, whoa.
I actually saw the boob in that movie. I didn't love it.
They look-
I would have preferred if
Them
she just
shit-
didn't have her
them
boobs
shits look
out.
all chewed up and shit.
She have kids
Yeah,
because them
bitch,
baby's
yeah.
been gnawing them out.
Bitch, you done had too many kids to put them hoes on screen now.
Put
Get
all
them,
of those titties out.
Yeah, them bitches all chewed up and all fucking raggedy and shit. I'm serious.
Those look like a bad what gets soft a bad peach or something.
That shit out there looking like a chew toy.
No, but I just didn't want to see it in that setting for
I
some
actually
reason.
saw him. I didn't like him.
I turned the movie off. I said, "What the hell?"
I had hard feelings.
The movie's
Yeah.
also a weird dynamic. Like the kid, it's like a 19-year-old kid, and she's like 38,
It
something
is
like
weird.
that, and she's
Yeah.
like,
But I think that's the point of the movie.
It is the point of the movie,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it does. It's not funny enough to like carry that without being like stupid
and the
or
kid,
like weird.
The kid is such a bitch in the movie. You know what I mean? It's
I
just
wanted to like
eh.
him real bad because I'm like, oh, cool, good for him. Like he's a comedy actor in this movie, and they're making
Yeah.
an R-rated one at that and stuff. He's just a shitty.
I just
actor.
couldn't
And
get
he
with-
has shitty lines.
I can't get with the idea because it's like, bro, she is throwing the conch at you, and you are not fucking. Just do it.
Yeah, it's like they made it too unbelievable.
Yeah.
like it's a true doofus little kid. To think he's not gay at the end, and they want to be like, you know, I'm sure at the end they end up somehow together.
No one's finished
My
that movie.
ass, dude.
I promise you, no one's finished that movie.
They
I
got to the,
finished
they
it,
got to
and
the titty scene. and
I
they said-
don't remember what
yeah,
happened.
they get to the beach, and that's the last scene they watch.
Yeah.
I literally don't remember what happened. I just remember she's at the beach and she's beating people up and she's butt naked.
See,
That's,
I'm
that's
saying,
all I remember.
We all get to the same scene, and we stop watching.
She's doing like wrestling moves on him and shit.
Yeah, get the
She
fuck
gives him
outta
like a
here.
suplex.
Get the fuck out
I wish I could have the time of my life spent watching that movie
yeah,
back.
did not like that movie.
I'm serious.
Did
man.
not like that
It was
movie.
very disappointing.
we need a new funny pretty lady out there.
A funny big titty.
Yes,
New lady.
funny big titty new lady.
lady.
actor.
We're making a lot of requests, but we
Making a
want
lot of
them. And we
requests.
want
I know
them
there's a
now.
lot to ask you, Hollywood, but you can find them.
Figure it out.
Bring 'em back.
You gotta find one.
That's a good note to end on, boys. All right, take care.
Bye.
Last 10 minutes been all Sydney Sweeney.
Our girlfriends are gonna be pretty mad. These are all simply observations of
Yeah.
cinema.
We're giving
On
notes.
the film
We're giving
industry.
notes.
Film
All
industry.
right.
That's all. My hands are
Take
clean.
care, guys.
Bye, guys.